boys and girls, it's number work time again today, and today we're going to be looking at the numbers in the 60s. We're going to look at numbers from 60 to 70, and we're going to be using our number block number 10 today to make our sums, our addition sums. So let's get started first of all, of course, with some singing and dancing. Let's do a number song to 100 and get our brains active and ready for looking at numbers. And then have a look here. Can you see what all of these numbers have that's the same? We count through them and see if you can spot it. So we've got 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69 and 70. What did you spot? They've all got a 6 at the start. Can you see that? They all start with the number 6. And we know what number comes after 6. After 6 is 7. So maybe you'll remember today that after 69, we should have 70. So that's the important one to remember for today. After 69 comes 70. And every other number is going to start with a 6. And today I've used my favourite Disney movie. So this is from Aladdin, and this tiger is called Raja. And Raja is going to be the one who's been a little bit cheeky and hiding some of your numbers. So make sure you've got your whiteboard and your pen ready so that you can write down what numbers it is that Raja, the tiger, is hiding. Ready for our first one. So whiteboards and pens at the ready. Here we go. Numbers in the 60s. What is the number that comes after 64? If we were to add on 1 to 64, what would it be? 61, 62, 63, 64 then? 65. Well done if you got that one right. And we know that added on 1 to 4, 1 bigger than 4 is 5. There we are. Let's try the next one. Which number has Raja hidden this time? Can you spot it? In between this time, what comes in between 61 and 63? Do you know what's in the middle of those two numbers? Should be 62. And in between the numbers 1 and 3, the number that's missing there is number 2. Okay, let's try another one. See if you can see which number is missing this time. Do you know if we add on 1 to 63, what would we land on? 61, 62, 63, then 64. Well done if you got that one right. Or down here, 1, 2, 3, then 4. Fantastic. Well done if you got that one. Let's try one more like this. Let me try this one. Which number is it that's missing this time? In between 2 and 4. What number is in between 2 and 4? 2 and then 3. So in between 62 and 64, 61, 62, 63 should be there. That's the one that's in between 63. Okay, let's try those trickier numbers this time. So we're not starting at 61 this time. We're starting at 66, 67, 68, 69. And can you remember what comes after 69? Should be 70. Or 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, here comes Raja on his first number. What number is he hiding? Tricky when it's the first one. You might need to count backwards and think about the number that comes before. So what comes before 7? 10, 9, 8, 7 should be 6. Or the bigger numbers this time, 70, 69, 68, 67, 66. That was quite a tricky one. And the trickiest one is at the end. Can you see which number has Raja landed on this time? The last one after 69. Remember, we know it's not 60, 10. We know after 9 it should be 10. After 69 we should be moving on to 70. Well done if you got that one right. And now it's time to do our adding work and addition work today. And remember, when we say an adding sign, that means it's getting bigger. And for our adding work today, we should have 10 items, 10 blocks, 10 Lego blocks, 10 bits of pasta, whatever you've got you can use. 10 of them today. Just like our number block, number 10. Here he is. He likes to be in 2 lines like this, or like he is all the way down here, one big long line of 10. We count them to make sure he's got 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 in our numbers today, number blocks. And here is the first sum that I could think of. And I started off with 5. So if I have 5 number blocks here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what will I need to add to him so that he goes back to being a number block number 10? 5 plus 5. Well done if you knew that. 5 plus 5 is 10. Just like in your hands, because number block number 5's got one hand. And add on another hand, it gives us 10. 5 plus 5 equals 10. So let's look at our number sentence for that one. We've got number 5, add 5. And after that, we'll need to have the equal sign. So we can write down 5 plus 5 equals 10. Just like our number blocks, 5 and another 5, put them together and then make the number block number 10. Can you think of another sum that would give us the answer 10? I thought we could start with 4. So if I take 1 from my number block number 5, so here I've only got 4, and I put him onto this side instead, how many will I have? I've got 4 here. How many have I got here? Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be 4 plus 6 equals 10. And we can write that into a number sentence. We can write the numbers 4, add 6. And once we've written those numbers, remember we have to write the equal sign. 4 plus 6 equals 10. Fantastic. Okay, next up, I've used Octoblock, because I know we like Octoblock, don't we? So if I've got Octoblock here, here's my 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many more do I need to get back to number block number 10? 8 and should be 2. Well done if you knew that already. 8 plus another 2 would get us back to 10. So if we write it into our number sentence, 8 plus 2 equals, can you remember? 8 plus 2 equals 10. And there they are there. There's Octoblock 8 and number 2. And when he jumps on top, he would turn back to number 10. Okay, we have a look at your worksheet for today. Today it's using, remember what that 3D shape's called? A can of juice is the same shape as a cylinder. So we're using cans of juice today, some cylinders, to help us to make the number sentences that all make 10. So let's have a count and see. How many cans are here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we write a number 5 in there. How many must be here? Can you remember? 5 and what makes 10? Should be 5 and 5 makes 10. Let's check though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we are. Perfect. 5 plus 5. And then we can count them all up to find out how much we have all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we are. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Here's another example. We've got 1, 2 this time. Can you remember what we add on 2 to 2 to make 10? Here we go. We count them to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we should be adding on 8. And 2 plus 8, what does that equal? How much is that all together? Will we check? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8 plus 2 equals 10. And that is the storage sheet that you will have in your finals page today. Have a go at it. Remember, you don't have to print the sheet out. Just writing down your number sentences is perfect.